Hey, what's good, chat? Oh my god, I feel like terrible right now. Sneeze for the last like 5 minutes. I'm not even joking. Bad. All right, Dyson Sphere. Or more Dyson Sphere. More DSP. Um, we're kind of closing into the end of the game here, right? We're doing our research. Um, right now we're just getting a lot of like the more important stuff, quote unquote, like the upgrade stuff. Right, we're making green science, so that's good. Um, and research things. I think today we're going to try to do a little bit um, movement to new planets, do some space exploration, right? Which we need to do some fixing up of some things first. Before we do that, we got to fix up the problems we're facing with some other things. So, namely the making of the strange matter, I believe. Or the gravity lenses. Gravity lenses. Right, we need to update the gravity lenses a little bit. Not say update them, but we gotta like fix it. We gotta fix the problems we're facing with gravity lenses to make sure that we're getting the correct stuff in. But other than that, right? Because we need to use gravity lenses so we can make the warp drives or whatever they're called, um, which will let us travel to distant planets and whatnot, as well as set up stuff on those planets to be sent back. So that'll be interesting. Let's end up kind of warp drive stuff between the planets. So it'll be interesting. I don't quite know what we're looking for. There's definitely some things we're looking for sure, right? Unipolar magnets, more hydrogen. There was that one planet with a sulfuric acid sea, which was really interesting. We could like collect that. That'd be pretty cool. So I don't know if that's really worth like spending. That would be interesting to have. And more titanium. Titanium, more iron, more copper, right? We're starting to run dry on some of those. So getting that stuff sent over would be good. And all around, we're kind of in need of just like universal upgrades, but that's not something I'm really gonna worry about yet. Just kind of get to it. We'll get going. I know. I believe Runeterra updated today with the stuff, which is pretty cool. Haven't played it yet, so I don't know what any of it. Like, I don't know what all of it is. I know what some of it is. The champions look really interesting. Star Guardian Gwen is something that needs to be on actual League of Legends. I'm upset that she's not, because it's honestly like the greatest thing ever. But you know, oh jeez, it is what it is. All right, what am I doing? Right. So if I wanted to like upgrade some of these, just hypothetically speaking, right, that I can't do because I do the unipolar magnets, right? To make you, but everything else is like over here. Yeah. Okay. We also want to potentially start doing Dyson spheres. Oh, I could use Tumblr. I'm like out. We'll put here one now. Okay. So we need to do some fixing of things. One, this is getting no engine. Which means we're not getting any more of our super magnetic rings. There's just like a lot of problems happening right now, right? Green science is being kind of slow. I mean, it's being transported as fast as it can. Researching faster drone speed would be a way to deal with that, but it's being made as quickly as possible. We're kind of at the whim of the drones on that one. We probably could increase a little bit our number of things making it here, but let's take a look at our rate, actually. I need to go to the sciences anyways, because I want to add green to the favorited, so I can hit this and see what we're making about 110 a minute, which is about as fast as some of the other sciences, so that's good. But yellow's kind of still being the slowest one, which I think is because we're having titanium problems. Because it is absolutely devouring titanium. Oh, actually, why are these ones not running? because they're not able to output. That's wow. This is actually just like super backed up, huh? That's so interesting. Okay. Right, and the diamond is like kind of coming in. We need a little bit more. There's just no room for it, you know, unfortunately. If I could make room for it, I would, but there's really not a lot of space I can fit it in. So we're kind of at the whims of what we got here. Obviously, I can make diamonds elsewhere too. That's not that big. I think power is starting to struggle again too. A little bit, a little bit. Not too bad. We have the accumulators running, so it's not super bad, but it can be bad. But science is coming through finally. I mean, not a lot of it. We're kind of just absolutely devouring it all the way up. Oh, that looks so pretty. The multicolors. I never noticed that. It's so cool. I like that. All right. Let's take a look over at our stuff. Those are all fine. This is the engine. Yeah, why is this not running? Because we're not getting enough engine 1s. Why are we not getting enough engine 1? Is it the gears? Do we need a faster belt for gears? No, it looks like these are all running at speed. None of them are stopping. They're just going as fast as they can. Okay, so we're making exactly enough gears, though some of these gears are not running because there is absolutely no iron coming in. Are we running out of iron? Oh no. So that's the issue right now. Iron's also a problem, apparently. I need more iron depots up at our other planets. Yeah, we're just like chugging through iron. Our small supplementing of it. Pretty much dead at this point. I'll kill that. Oh, definitely don't need it. Right. There's a few notes here, but I'm not aggressive. Okay, that's a problem. That's interesting. We're running out of iron. Yeah, so we have a lot of just like problems we gotta fix. We need to take a look at this stuff. Some of these are not being fueled. Why are they not being fueled? Because these are not getting enough deuterium. They're not getting enough deuterium because we went through all of it. And we're just like out of hydrogen. We can go back to demanding hydrogen. Honestly, this should probably just be a large tower, so I can demand hydrogen from off-planet. But there needs to be hydrogen in here, so we can keep this running. Is this a... Make it a... That should help. It's gonna drain our hydrogen like crazy, though. So... I mean, there's some problems in supply. That's probably why our power dipped, is because this isn't, like, backed up anymore, because we're not making it. But the lenses. The graviton lens. Now, from what I remember, it takes about 10 seconds. Yeah. Or we can use green science. One green science cube makes 8 in the same time. But uses less of the lenses. Right? Because a green science cube is just one lens and you get 2, so technically we get double effect or efficiency out of it. Well, actually, if we can, like, super overproducing green science probably be the play here. These guys are barely running. Oh, where? Okay. Diamonds are here. They're doing fine on diamonds. It's just these. These are slow because they're not getting particle container, which is an engine problem. Oh boy. Yeah, there's just like a lot of issues going on right now. Like everything in the factory is starting to break down. oil is just completely dead because we have so much just oil and nowhere to use it. A lot of this oil is just being used for sulfuric, or this oil here at least is being used for the sulfuric, but the sulfuric is backed up. Some of our oil is being used for plastic, but that's actually starting to back up, which is good. We want that. We want that to be backed up. It's just bad. Like, there's just so many problems everywhere. But okay. So, if you want to fix this, you need to fix particle containers first. Which means we need to fix our engines first. Which means we need to fix iron. To an extent. That's not going to fix the problem, but it'll get us more. Because right now, that's the issue. The issue is we're like out of iron, so we can't make engine. We're just out of iron. The more iron somewhat fixes the problem without actually doing anything. How is this stuff over here doing? The components. Not working at all because it's not getting carbon nanotube. Graphene is not being made over where it's supposed to be being made. Because we're backed up on hydrogen, is what I'm assuming. Crystals are still struggling on the hydrogen. So this is actually kind of filled up, so that's good. These are working as fast as they can. So we're making our processors as quickly as we can. Our quantum chips, rather. The problem is just the plane filters are just really slow. But I mean, these are literally being made at speed, and there's like 20 of them here. It's 100 a minute. Right, that's literally what we're making. We're making 100 a minute, and we're trying to consume them at like twice the speed. We would need double this. So maybe we make double that. Right, maybe we double it up, just so we can get at least enough to run the quantum. Because if one of these makes it 5 a minute, and this takes 10 a minute... Oh, and it takes 2. This makes what? 1? Yeah, okay. So this actually is not even supporting all of it. Supporting, like, a quarter. I mean, it's supporting these 5 out of the 20. Yeah. So doubling this will at least support, like, 1 line. I think that might be the play, then. I think supporting 1 line probably go. That doesn't. Hopefully, there's one of those so we can run. All right. Problem is, I don't know if we're making enough of the crystals, so we're gonna have to operate the crystals as well. All right. Well, let's not worry about this. This is less of an issue. Right, that's being made as fast as it really matters. And our green science is doing okay. It's slow, right? But that's just because green science is inherently slow. Right? It doesn't take a lot. But I could make a 3rd tower. Honestly, a 3rd tower might be the play. It'll use up the resources a little bit faster, but if we want to use that for the plane filter, for the inter-space stuff, that would actually be the play. I think. Right, because then we get more stuff. We get a little bit more science. We don't need, like, all of it. So we can branch some of it to make the plane filter called. I don't really know where to set that up, though. I don't think I have... Yeah, there's not like a tower over here that I could just like dump them into. I would kind of need like a lot of space warpers. Ugh. Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab one of these guys. I'm gonna make myself 8 of these. This will let me travel around, at least. That's good. Right, as long as someone gets to travel. I want to go find like an iron. I don't know. Well, magnets. Right. So I need to go over to. It's just the particle colliders are just not going to get enough engine or particle containers. Sorry, they're not getting enough of the electromagnetic turbine necessarily. I mean, they are. They're getting exactly enough. It's just that this is not a lot. Okay, better rain utilization, and then increasing our power with the rate transmitter upgrades. I mean, this is just like doing the best it can. The problem is just that these engines are struggling so much because of the iron. We really need to fix the iron. Let's go fix the iron. We'll actually do this on planet 4, I think. We'll go over to planet 4. Fish planet 4 has got a good amount of iron. Power there should be okay to handle some iron miner. So, because planet 3 is like not doing super great. Titanium should actually be doing a lot better now that we have 2 different planets doing it. Obviously, we can try to use some warpers and stuff as well. I marked out all of the planets that are within like 6 light years. So, you know, last time right at the end. We won't have to worry about that at all. Got a lot of iron vein. 22, 20. This 21 here might be good, but take a look around. Yeah, this is filling up quite a lot. Yeah, there's an iron here. That would be useful. Set this one up. So I'm gonna set this up for a Mark II. I only need one actual like thing section. It'll be six for one belt. I think another 6 and 6. And I believe that's 1 bolt. And then three, 6, 3, 6. Run it down. All right. We're gonna that. Okay, or we're not. That's just gonna be wonky. Understandable. It's just the way it's placed, I guess. Yeah. There. Okay. Sounds not being wonky about it though. That powers all of it. That in there. Link it up to the network. Boom. Probably helps to make iron. Just run the line all the way up into the thing. There we go. One extra set of iron. Look it all up, of course. There we go. Make sure that this is correct. I believe it should be. This should actually be correct. But these obviously have a lot to learn. A lot of backlog to get through. It would also help if this was told to hold iron. That way the belts can actually do something. Oh my god. There we go. But the belt is moving. Backlog on these is kind of emptying. I mean, we could always just like manually pull out the backlog, right? Would actually help quite a bit. So it looks like we are getting in exactly what I expected. These are not back. No, these are back. They're like barely. They're like holding on. How's power? 100%? No problem. Sick. Go ahead and dump a bunch of iron in there. Look for more. That's more iron. Silicon, stone. Stone. Iron. And titanium, actually, as well. A lot more titanium. I don't think we need more, though. I think titanium is fine. Well, you know what? I should have grabbed some of these satellite substations. And then we have them. I grabbed a couple. Alright. And then... Alright, there we go on that. Go ahead and get all routed. Now we just run the belt all the way up. Meet up with the other one. Need to meet it up. I'm just bringing it. Over on that side, that's fine. Alright, that should give us a little bit more iron to work with on our home planet. We might want to also grab some copper from here. Just while we're at it. A ray transmission? Alright. That's going to start filling that up a little bit faster as well. So this will start to really be filled. So a little bit more iron, get more titanium. That's good, that's good. Alright, we got what? 24 per second of each now? Or an extra 24 per second of each coming in? That's good. Right, that's a lot. That's my power. Oh, it's funny. Right? I will put these in my... Those are for me. So if I wanted to travel to a different... I don't think I want to do that just yet. I think I want to stay here. Stay in this solar system for the moment. Make sure we get everything kind of fixed up and set up a somewhat automated production of those. So I still don't quite know what I want to do with it yet. I do think using green science is the play. Just like overproduce the green science so we can use it for that. I think that's the goal. It's just hard to know how to set that up. Seeing all these like rockets and stuff flying around. So another thing we want to do is we want to make sure we get one of these. At least one of these. We probably want to get about like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 of them. We'll probably just like set up like a small little depot for them, right? Pulling in all the resources. Actually, we might be able to do that on the mall. Now that I'm thinking about it, mall would be this way. Yeah, we might be able to pull this off somewhere here on the mall. So we've got the component, we got like all the stuff over here. We just don't have the gravity lenses or the quantum chips, but we have the alloy, we have the frame material. We need to pull in the graviton lenses and quantum chips, but that would be like too difficult. We could build like over here in this like weird vertical line here. Right, I got quantum chips coming from, I got those here. So we can just like pull a line off. I know we have the alloys somewhere here. Yeah, alloys are here. The titanium alloys. So we could just put like a small thing like here, I think. Right? Get another tower in and that would be good. More foundation. Because it's about time we linked all this up, right? Foundation. Yeah, this planet really is just becoming one giant pile of foundation. Yeah, I think getting just a 1 tower here to pull in 2 resources. Put it kind of like back here. So that's within power. Give it some drones. And then we tell it to grab quantum chips. Like 500. Like we don't want like we want enough to start this. What was the other thing that I needed? Graviton lenses. Same thing, like 500. Just like none. We want like nothing. I should give it the 4 that I. Then we just make an assembly. Put it up like here. Seems good. Go ahead and put our bot here. we will be making our vertical launched silos. Using those. Those. And those. Go ahead and snake that in there. Oh, we're gonna upgrade this one to a 3. In fact, actually, I might see if I can get 2 of them on there. I didn't realize just how much of how much. It needs like a lot of the 2, right? We'll upgrade that to a Mark 3. Just so that it can send the stacks. I mean, this thing is going to make very slowly anyways, because crafting speed is just insane. Definitely only a stack of those. Never any more than that. That is already more than I want of those, probably. Wow, we are already out of quantum chips. Love to see it. No, it's fine. We should get the supply in before it matters. Okay. So that's that. We want to be working on Dyson-Thurs as well. We want to start making the sphere components. But we can also start working on these guys. Right? Because these will actually launch our sphere components into the sky. So that's something to consider. But that, I think we're going to build up by where it actually matters. I'll pick one of these up. And we'll, like, up here with all the other stuff. Because this is where our solar sails are anyways, so we'll have the sails kind of like come through and then move into probably a production like for that. And then I don't really know what I'm doing with any of this stuff yet. I think I'll come over to the other side of the planet, put down the silo, like somewhere over here maybe. This thing is huge. My god. I just want to see how this works.
You have built a vertical launching silo.
Okay.
Now you can use it to construct the main structure of the Dyson sphere. But before that, you need to enter the Dyson sphere panel to finish planning the Dyson sphere nodes and frames. After the plan is completed, the vertical launching silo will automatically launch small carrier rockets loaded with Dyson sphere components to build the nodes and frames. Each rocket provides 1 structure point, and you can use the vertical launching silo panel to master the required structured points.
Oh, gee. Oh no. Oh, this is complicated. Dyson sphere node. Oh. I feel like a node at least on each of the 4 parts of the equator, this right? Okay. I don't know what any of this. The nodes are too far apart. Is this like too small? Yeah, this is a little too small. I guess our solar cell is just going to be a little bit bigger. Might as well just plan for a full Dyson sphere. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure there's probably like a proper way to do this. Absolutely butchering it. But I've never made one before, so I have no idea what the rules to this are. Believe it or not, Dyson spheres are not a real thing. So it's hard to really know what the actual way to go about it is. I don't know what that's. No, I think the way we had it was decoration. Oh, like paint them color. I don't think I'll. Oh, I can like actually just like paint. Oh, I could like paint the actual like sphere. Interesting. So if I wanted to, I could the color pattern here, but here. That's cool. Okay. How do I tell it to not? Okay. Remove, make build plan place and shell. Plan in place. Now, it is necessary to plan the corresponding shell as a closed polygon with Dyson nodes and frame. Click this to choose a file. Probably the hexagons. Alright, so I need more nodes. Which I cannot add more nodes current. Because the latitude is too high or too low. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I have no planned cell points, just some nodes and frame. I'm sure that's what the one research. I'll actually go into our tech. And we'll get. Do I care about this photon mining? I mean, am I ever gonna make it? Probably not. Should I research it just for the fun of it? Yeah, probably. Not like super expensive. It's worth it. And we're almost done with the raid. 2 minutes left on that one. I don't know what's keeping it. Increasing some of these as well before we... I wanted to get the more important ones first. Carrier engine speed is actually probably good to get here as well afterwards. I'm just pushing ourselves to all of the white science right now. Increased capacity is always good. As well. But I think we'll just let the science kind of run. These are pretty expensive. I mean, most of what's left is pretty expensive. I don't really think it's cheap to do anything. Inventory pack. Like, that's 3,000 apiece. A lot. I don't care too much about my own construction drones. I'd actually rather get... That queues up a little bit of research. It's mostly upgrades, but it's worth it. Tear that down. So I should fix the iron here. I don't know if that's really going to fix this, like, construction in general. I think it's us some more engines. Not by much, though. We're getting a few more particle containers and a few more engines coming. I might slap down one more for the particle containers here. Just because we are, like, out of those and we need more. Like, that's kind of a big issue for us right now. Put one more. Alright. A little bit more. Not by much, but more is more. Let's back to the Dyson sphere. Add a new layer. Did I delete the one? Just delete that. Create a new layer. Make it the same size. 1,000. I don't know if that's like or not to do. But I'll at least keep it in line with the solar cell. I don't know if that's what we are supposed to do. Like, I would be lying if I said I had any clue what's going on. I don't know what the difference between this is. I'm gonna maybe like fix style. Just point and go. Gotta rebuild it. Okay, that is in line with that little, that middle light blue. I think if I'm gonna paint it. The color here, 290, 100. I'm curious. I make a new one. Obviously, it's not going to do the same size, right? I'll just make a bigger one. I'm just curious. If it's tilted, can I then build one? Yeah, I can. Oh, that's interesting. Like that. Oh, great. It's hard to really know what to do, right? But we can continue working on that a little bit later. Okay. So, a few more particle containers. Not much more, but... Trade that just for the sake of it. I need more engines. We're having iron problems again. Might just be a shipment issue right now, though. I think the vessels might just be a little too slow. Processors are not telling you. This is the issue. Because there's no copper. Or at least there's not enough copper. Because these veins are dying out. In fact, it looks like the copper in general is just dying out. Alright. Alright. That should help. Ooh, this needs to be slightly redone. Alright, there we go. That should fix the problem. Kind of. Yeah, that fixed the problem. Perfect. Alright. Progress. Okay. Research is put along. Processors are moving again. Great. Green science is like really slow. That explains why this is taking a longer time than expected. Just the green science. Let's go find out why. Yep, as expected. Quantum chips. We have to do something about the quantum chips then. I was hoping I wouldn't have to deal with it this soon, but this is quite well. We could put more in here. In fact, I'm going to. This is just a little bit more carbon nanotubing. But we can definitely do more. Alright. A little bit more carbon nanotubing. Could help. Though we've been having a little bit of trouble with that too. But that should help a little bit. I don't know if we'll quite fix it, but could be more. Hmm. We're still having the predicament with the hydrogen here. I almost want to, like, not be porting this hydrogen out here. And instead finding another way to have it, like, group up over here. Which should be doable. If we just do, like, a layered belt system here. Kind of like this. Yeah, then we can just like bring it in over here. And then it can just fill in all the gaps. That should help the graphene move. Oh, these are running. We're not getting any hydrogen because the... No, that's fine. And I guess I could, like, try to merge this in, like, over here somewhere or something. But just, like, bring it up. It doesn't matter. But this should help fix this graphene. Because this hydrogen will start to get burned through pretty quickly. And then we'll start just filling in from the line outside of it. Kind of a mistake to do it the way I did it. But kind of what this game's all about, right? Learning, making mistakes, fixing them, and going from there. Every time a hydrogen fuel rod gets made, we lose like a good chunk of this hydrogen. Plus, it's also being used on the red side, so that's burned off too quickly. We're being limited by green, I assume, because green I think is just completely dead. Yeah, our greens are just completely empty. We're just not making quantum chip fast enough. Okay, so that's being fixed a little bit, the carbon nanotubing. Where is the quantum chip? Not here, so this should be doing a little bit better. No, not really. Well, yeah, I mean, it is a little bit better. It's not much better. certainly better. Making more strange matter than it was. Graviton lenses are there. Yeah, I'm looking for quantum. Where was that? It's like a giant concrete flat. Yeah, right here. Correlation. It's close to the green side. It's actually just like completely. Yes, right here. Okay, so we need to increase this by like a lot. And easiest way to do that. Oh, we barely have enough room for that. A little shocked we had the room for that. All right. A little too zoomed in here, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Don't entirely know why this was brought in. Probably a mistake on my part. All things considered. I might need more hydrogen. coming through here. I don't know if one belt's actually enough to supply all of this. I don't think it will be. Everything else will honestly probably be okay. It's just the hydrogen I'm really concerned about. Just since we've been having a problem with hydrogen actually getting the fruit color it needs to be. It's kind of concerning. There we go. Let's see how that goes. I'm assuming the hydrogen's gonna just get devoured before I can even get to half of these. I'm gonna need to bring in a second line. Which is exactly what looks like is happening. Alright. So then, how do we handle this? We don't need that. Where about does the hydrogen stop? Oh, stop it. I'm gonna need to bring this up much earlier. I have to kind of like have it drop into place. I need to already be up. I'll bring it up over like this. I can kind of cut the line like that. Dump all my excess stuff there. That should help. I don't know how much it'll help, but it should help. The titanium glass is kind of an issue. That's a relatively solvable issue. Partially because I forgot to give these two outputs. But also, we can easily add a few more. I think I'll put like... I don't want to do like a full 10. I think maybe 5, 6 more. I might need to increase. That's okay. Uh-oh, power problems. It's alright, that should help. It's not a proper full belt, but it's close. That's good though, that's a lot coming in. But also not enough. It's definitely better though. The water might be here. Yeah, the water is being a problem. As expected, the water is just not enough. But we can put 2. That should help. I don't know if it's going to help enough, but let's get a couple more of these running. Looks like I might be just enough. Do one more. Hard to tell. I think we need like one more pump. Maybe not. I mean, this one's not going to be running full time, but or maybe it will be. Maybe it's like just barely enough. I don't know. Oh, how is the glass thing? Still not quite making it all the way through, but that's fine. We're powering more of these now, so that's good. That means we're gonna get a few more processors in, so or a few more quantum chips. So that'll help our gene science get moving a little bit more. Albeit not by much. In the last minute, we've made a total of... Oh, okay. We're still definitely overproducing the gravity nature speeds, but that's good. Ugh. Alright. I do want to, like, force them, but I want to make sure that, like, we're good to go on the before I do anything like that. Kind of the problem. Like, I want to make sure that this planet will be fine without me for a while. Why I'm kind of, like, making sure all of this stuff is good. Yeah, okay, the water's doing fine. We could probably do with, like, maybe... So... We're kind of running out of space here. We'll try to keep in mind that our power is not quite at 100. Yeah, so there's also that happening, kind of. Which is probably the deuterium generators cutting down a little bit. I don't know why they are. I know we looked at it. I don't know what the issue is for them right now. We'll probably need a little bit more water, but that should get us closer to a full bulk. I'll put one more water thing in here just if it starts to back up. Not really a bad thing if it does. Okay. I'm gonna go check out the deuterium quick. It actually... That should help get more of this going. So hopefully we'll start seeing some... or a few more quantum chips coming through. Speeding up our green science production. They're being delivered as swiftly as they can. I'm starting to stockpile a little bit. That's good. We're not really using like a whole lot over on the mall. This. I'm not really using like a lot of them. I just don't need it in my inventory. Okay. What was I checking out? I was checking out... I never find anything. Yes, this. Yes. Here. Actually, all of these are on. And I think full. Yeah. But that's not the problem. we're definitely making a lot of fuel though, so that's good that we have the fuel. I guess we just don't have enough. Because our power is definitely struggling. Put like 5 more in. What are these facing? They're facing this. I need to move the power pole. I might upgrade this to a tier 3 belt, honestly. Like, I'm trying to think of a reason not to. But we just kind of need this to move. That should give us a small boost to our power for now. Okay. Our belts are really slow. I really don't realize just how slow they are until you really start seeing it. It's still limited by particle colliders. It's just like so little. The production is just kind of slow. I really just need more particle containers. God, they just take such weird resources is the problem. So I guess like unipolars, right? Where are they? Here. Yeah, I think we want to get unipolar magnets. It'd be a lot easier for us that way. Just in general. So, I think if we're gonna go off planet, we want to go deal with that. I think before we go off planet, I'm gonna go grab myself something to drink. Do that in a moment. I also want to figure out how I want to do with what I want to do with this. I think what I want to do is I think I just want to do like a splitter. In all honesty. Right. And then I don't know what to do about. I guess we probably want just like one like universal, or not necessarily one, but like a few just like universal warp drive places. I think just have them be like storage for universal materials. Or like the off-world materials rather. Probably think. I mean, the recipe takes a long time, so go ahead. Yes. But we get a lot out of it. And I suppose this can be a big intergalactic one. Or the initial intergalactic one. No. These are going to want to mark better. Just the two. The nice thing is, it'll basically make sure that these are being stored for research more often than not. These don't consume a lot. Have enough room. But I can also always take some out if I need them myself. But you're going to demand some interesting things. Kimberite and unipolars. Honestly, I'm just going to make you a all these for now, and I'll kind of it'll most likely end up getting moved into a couple of different ones. I wonder, can you actually store them? Oh, you can. That seems kind of silly though. Probably a reason to do it. You know, I'm just gonna tell it to store the others for now. We'll probably end up making multiple of these. Sure. I probably want a box for myself as well. I'll have to do one or two packs. Just some things that I have a little bit of extra for me too. Alright. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. Okay. We'll be back in just a moment. Hey, inventory capacity. E. Okay. I am back. And, working on stuff, right? Sorry, I'm just reading what the What's Next guide kind of saying. Okay. Doesn't say anything about building Dyson spheres. I just want to see if there's like a little bit of like a tip or help with Dyson spheres and stuff, but no. Right. Well. Back doing research. Wow, that stacks up pretty high, huh? I guess it probably stacks to about 100. It's interesting because it only stacks to about 50 inside one of the warp stations. That's fine. Yep. Alright, I've got like 8 on me. It's okay, I guess. Got some odds and ends on my inventory right now. But we have a lot of inventory space now. I think we've maxed it out, actually, yeah. Completely maxed out our inventory space. Yeah, I guess getting a couple of extra construction drones is good. Alright, so let's figure out where we want to go. Do I need carbon nanotubes anywhere over here? And you can take it. And the alloy can just dump off stuff. Not those though. We'll take 10 minutes back. I do want to just like dump off other things though. But I do also quickly want to come back over here. I'll grab these guys. Those in there. Few of those. Bunch more of those. And fill that in. Same thing over here. Actually, I think I want to directly put those there, because I just realized that these aren't being turned up. It's fine, though. I don't know. There. Get some up here. Alright. Should be good. I want to probably go pick up some drones really quickly, just in case. Actually, what's in here? Of interest? Some raw kimberite. What does this even make? Like, I never even, like, thought about it. Like, what does kimberite ore even do? Assuming it's used in, like, alternate recipes of some kind, or is like a fuel source. I don't know really what it's used in. How much fuel do I got? I got a lot of fuel. Okay. I do want to go pick up drones, because I'm basically out. Should... Yep. Yeah, I think the plan is going to be to basically replace this recipe with the one that uses unipolar thing. That way, I don't have to worry about whether or not I have enough. Or that way I can kind of focus on letting the engines just be engines, and I can just send the engines straight in, and then we can send these just straight in, and we can actually probably make more of them using the magnets. So, if you look at our star map. We gotta go find a star that had unipolar magnets. I know we had like one or two of them. That one's only fire. The guide, or the What's Next guide, kind of recommends basically just starting over again on a new planet. And then just having that new planet be like insane. Having a thing for organic crystal. Less focus. Oh, okay, that's why. Fire, light, oil, organic crystal, thin form, organic fire ice, oil, just fire ice. A little bit of everything, but not what I'm. I know there was one that had magnet. Citric acid, C, and fire ice. Optical grading crystals. Oh. One of them had magnet. Fractal silicon? I mean, that's got magnets. That's 21 light years away. I could have sworn there was one within 6 that had magnets. Oh. Maybe it was like just outside the 6. Like a 7 here. Oh. Oh. Timberite. Not terrible, but... I mean, I'm really just, like, literally, I'm just looking for the magnet. Preferably close by. Oh. No. No. Definitely not. That is organic crystals. Always use more of those. It'll help boost some of our science production. That's got nothing on it. No rare resources in them all. Organic. Heck. Nothing unique there. Wow, we're really like not finding any unipolar magnets now. There's one. It's 24 light years away though. I'll pin it, but it's far. I'll see if I can find a one. Let's look at it like this. This is way easy. Oh, I didn't mean Milky Way view. Oh, geez, that's gonna take a hot minute. Oops, I didn't know it would do that. Was that me? That is me. No. Cool. Alright. Bring me back in. A lot easier to see it like... Okay. So, starting up here, that's got unipolar, but that's kind of far. Nope. 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 Got a lot of stuff on it. Seven. Not pullers though. I thought I could have sworn there was one that was close, but maybe not. Got a lot of them. Eric, nope. No. It's like all of it's like really far out. Oh, that was actually a star. Hard to see that. Yeah, I guess it is. No. 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 Nope. Definitely not. I don't already. I looked at some of those already. Still no. Optical grading crystal is also useful. I don't remember what it's used in, but it's got some rest. Nope. Ugh, I wonder if there's a way you can, like... I guess not. I was gonna say, I wonder if there's a way you can, like, search for, like, a resource and then have it, like, highlight what planet or what solar systems have it. That one's got it. That's 24, though. Like, all the really far ones have the magnet. I don't want to go, like, that far out. Okay. I mean, breaking in organic crystals would be good, right? That's always good. We can make a lot more titanium with it. With the titanium crystals. So that's not a bad one. I don't know what any of that other stuff is used for, though. I mean, we know what fire ice is for. It's for graphene. Don't know what spin forms stalagmite crystals are for. Optical grading crystals can be used with the Casimir, so that might be useful too. Unipolar magnets are used in that. They're mandatory in the polar. You can also use them here in place of prisms. But the prisms aren't too bad. Not really that concerned. You can make carbon nanotubes using the spin form. That's what that's for. Carbon nanotubes. Which isn't bad either. Alternate diamond recipes and kimberite. Fractal silicon. Crystal silicon. It's slightly more efficient crystal silicon. And that's it. Right? So if we go here, we got the earth crystals to make to get a bunch of free organic crystals to make titanium crystals with. And we get the stalagmite crystals we can make more carbon nanotubing with. What was it that made the alternate here? It was the optical grading crystals. Maybe there's a close place with the grading. Yeah. And kimberite for diamonds. Let's just fire on organic and the spin forms stalagmite crystals. Organic and kimberite. That wouldn't be terrible. Not a lot of kimberite though. A lot of organic. Organic and fire ice. Sulfuric and organic. Organic and the stalagmite. That wouldn't be. Right? But it would be kind of like the optical one, I think. So we can make Kimberite, not Kimberite, Casimir faster. Compared to using a titanium crystal, but also, I guess if we're just making more titanium crystals, that's less of a problem. And I mean, the hydrogen's the big issue with this recipe anyways. Making diamonds faster is also... So that's never really been an issue for us. But the organic crystals is good. The spin form could be useful. More sulfuric never hurt anyone. Optical grading and spin form, that could be... Right? Because that's... spin form... And optical grading is these. And the spin form was the carbon. That could be. Also just like a lot of everything else there. Not bad. Just hard. I mean, that's not unipolar magnets. That's like so far away. We do need it. All of our unipolar magnets are just like... We also have to consider power. I didn't forget about that. Also need to worry about like power supply and stuff for these things. I've not really thought about it all. Oh, my steel is like starting to die. I think it doesn't get used that. Yeah, so I think unipolar magnets are going to be off the table here, so we're going to have to like really crank out these engines. Which might just mean going to another planet and just building like an engine factory there. By just pulling in all the resources and just building a massive engine factory. Because we could, in theory, pull these in. What's stopping science? I assume it's green. Yep. And green is stopping because... I'd actually believe if it was the graviton lenses right now. Like, not ironically. It's not though, it's the... Okay. So... Okay, let's struggle. How's the carbon doing? Fine. A little bit more carbon nanotubing in. I don't remember what that's being used in. Oh, yeah, it's being used in the frames and in the particle broadbands. So the frames I think are like just stockpiled. Crazy. Maybe we won't be exploring another planet. There's really not much out there. There's not a lot else that we like particularly need. Like the best we could get is the carbon nanotubes. Using like the stalagmite crystals. Everything else we don't really care about. Like we don't particularly care about those. I mean, I guess getting the organic crystals is nice. So yeah, maybe going to one of the planets. There was one that had both. Right in. There was one that had like organic and something else though. That had like both the organic and the other thing. Nice thought. Yeah, organic in the spin form. So I think that's the one we're gonna try to travel to. Unmarked. Hold it down. Except for that one. So we know this is the one we want to go to because it's got organic crystals and it's got the spin form stalagmite, which we can use to make the carbon nanotubes. Magnets are struggling. Probably because they are. What if we wanted to keep it moving? Right, all the excess from these ones get shoved into this one. Iron ore is just not coming in that fast over here. In fairness, I'm pretty sure this has more than it's supposed to be able to do anyways. Alright, I'm actually gonna set up a small factory for solar panels really quickly as well. It's all stuff we can just like pull in, so I'll put it near the mall. I don't want it to like be in the mall per se, I just want it to be nearby. It's one of those things that like I just want to, well, maybe it should go in the mall, I don't know. It's one of those things that like I probably should have had the entire time, and then just never did because I was like, solar panels kind of suck. But no, they're very useful for sure. Just more calm. Continue to cover up all of the beautiful natural landscape of the planet. Cold, hard, calm. Anyways. If we could like one more of the power towers in here. Right there. This is like so spaghetti and packed in, it's kind of gross, but it's kind of what we're here for at this point. I'll make it a double. So put in our here. I want it to be like kind of fast. This does need to like get solar panels. Solar panels aren't necessarily the fastest recipe. It needs copper, it needs silicon, and it needs. Actually, I think that is it. I think it is. It might be the magnets though. Nope, it was the. And not that much. 2,000. 1,000. Cover all that. Oh, these are gonna struggle. I'll just do that. There we go. Now we're finally making solar panels. That'll help us with just like establishing power on other planets. Right? Because that's just like useful. Alright. You know what? We can probably drop that to like 1,500 for both. Don't really need that much. Alright. Ah, yes, my massive plastic empire. Well, I mean, it's less of an empire now, but we're so incredibly backed up on the hydrogen. Like, unironically, hydrogen is just absolutely going insane. It's because this is constantly running right now. Should be a mark to fill. But yeah, definitely do more too. That's the sad thing. We could easily put more in here. We don't particularly need more, so. Concrete down. And we're having hydrogen problems again. That's why our processors our quantum chips are so bad. It's just we don't have enough. Hey, we don't have enough hydrogen coming in. Okay. And with the lack of hydrogen, the lack of green science, being a lack of research. How do we always have a lack of hydrogen? So insane. You know what? This isn't that far off from the plastic. You know what? I think we just find a way to stop this hydrogen from backing up. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out of here though. Probably like that. There we go. Just run all the excess hydrogen from the plastic into the quantum chip. That'll help. Doesn't entirely fix the problem, but it does help the problem. That'll actually get us a little bit more refined field just in general. Right, because now these are all going to be turning on again. We can start using their refined oil. Alright. On top of all the stuff we're making. Plus, these are making hydrogen. And in fact, I can do more. So I think we will. almost made that bad. I remember how to. I remember that I gotta actually set the output properly. I think I'm actually just gonna have this hydrogen rather than joining with the others. I'm gonna have it down into this. Cool. Should increase the amount of graphene we make. I think it's almost a full belt, actually. We're like one machine off of a proper full belt. That's awesome. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 12 here? Looks like. Yeah. Like 13 would be exactly 12 per second, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's 2 every 3. What's 12 of them, right? We're making what, 24 and 3? Just like close. Not quite. Still, it's a lot of graphene to be making now. Let's give us a little bit of extra hydrogen too to feed into this. So this should hopefully get more hydrogen. Not much more, but a little bit extra to help make sure these crystals are moving. We can get quantum chips moving a little bit faster. Also not getting processors right now, which is also concerning. Let me go check on the processors again, because there's probably some very critical problematic resource issue with that. You are actually going to be getting these and from off-planet for sure. So where was the processor set? And how is this running? It's doing just fine. I mean, this could actually probably hold even more. These things are pretty slow. I just want to be kind of careful not to burn out the system here, because we can't make a whole lot of these just because of our space limitations. Although I could fit another one in, like, pretty easily. But this seems to be like exactly what we need. Okay, because I think if I, depending on how I do the hydrogen belt, I could do that. This is also just completely out of hydrogen. I don't know why we're having such big hydrogen problem. It's been just a huge issue. Like constantly. I don't know where else to get hydrogen from. But we can certainly move this around a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I knew I could fit it in here. There we go. Just a tiny bit more crafting here. Just make sure that we're keeping up with our nanotubes. We can also just like increase, I think, by one more here too. Cool. Just a little bit more. Alright. So much mess going on over here. Okay. Processors. Those. I want to check on those because they're like not being fed. Don't remember where I'm making them here. What's the problem? Iron. Iron is the problem. Okay. Oh, here. Problem is the iron for the... Okay. Kind of fixes that problem. Our processors can start to work at full speed. I think there's like not necessarily all of them working at all times, but like mostly working. Oh no, actually it's all of them working at all times. There's not much I can do about this, right? This is 18 of these things. I got 20. That's the best we're gonna get right now. But they are being made again, so that's good. I want to put down some more concrete. It's hard to see where the grid lines are. Alright, there we go. It's a few more. That's more processors. That kind of vaguely fixes the problem. I don't know for how long, but yeah, it's kind of an important thing. That's for the particle containers. And the engines and stuff. Yeah, I'm just trying to like build like a small factory for this somewhere on another planet. What do these take? I think, I'm pretty sure it's just like a lot of iron and yeah, it's just a bunch of iron and copper in various amounts. And the other thing takes like some weirder stuff. But if we can make like a bunch of these off the planet, that'd be. Where's the particle container? Yeah, it takes graphene. But with fire ice being super readily available, that's not too much of an issue. I've got some awkward hydrogen. These are just like locked up. Oh my goodness. The hiccups and the thing. Raw resources for once. I think I am completely out of raw resources. That's good. I want to avoid having them on me at this point. It's not necessary. Oh yeah, these are barely running. Quantum chips just can't keep up. Which I guess is probably fine. I mean, we are getting science. Like, not very fast. We are getting green science. Come over to the science here. Could actually probably bend these towers up a little bit. But we're getting well, not really sure what to do right now. I think our solar panels go to another planet. We could try to fix our problems here. I guess, I mean, we do need to make frame component. The Dyson sphere component, right? That's something we need to be making. Which is going to take processors, which are kind of struggling a little bit. But still, we do need to make them. It's going to be all the way up at the top of the... I don't really know where, though. Let's play them up here. We're sending the ring that is around the top of the planet. Partially because there's water up here and we need to make sure that this ocean is not here so I can actually build over in that section. Oops. Well, you know, it's gonna end up being there anyways at some point, right? Well, I'm out of foundation. No! This should actually be plenty of space. I don't quite know how or where I want to build this. Because, I mean, I guess we have the processors here already. Probably just like do it here, really. So I am gonna want foundation to load up around here. So I'm gonna go find my foundation real quick. It's so big and it does so little. Hey, crystals are actually backing up. That's good. That's the hard one because of the hydrogen. So we need more of the glass. Glass is now the problem, which actually struggling on a resource. Is it titanium? No, it's just actual glass. Interesting. That's something we can actually probably remote demand and then go to another planet and make a bunch of glass. Right. So we'll do that in a moment. That'll help a little bit. Cool. So where's my titanium? Oh, my titanium. Yeah, my stuff. Concrete. Where my steel is. I don't know where anything is in relation to each other anymore. It should be there. Yep. Concrete. All of it. Alright, back to the top of the planet. That steel's starting to run out. We're gonna have to supplement it eventually. Let's focus on over here. You need the concrete. Okay. How fast are these made? 8 seconds per one. They consume a lot of resources over it. So I think the plan is essentially just pop that over. Components. Processors, solar sails, two processors on that, but that shouldn't be an issue. That'll hopefully fix itself. And we'll just make like I guess 9 because that's what I got on me. We'll do 8. Took me about 1 a second, right? Oh, this is gonna be jank. I can already tell this is just not gonna go well. I'm gonna be redesigning this like 3 or 4 times to accommodate the planet. I told you it would fix itself. These belts are gonna get real funky. Actually gonna be a little annoying, I think. It's that machine right here that I'm the one. That's what I'm concerned about. Looks like I'm gonna have a hard time getting inputs in on this one. That is, looks like I am. So we just delete that one, I guess. Or concrete. Actually, a little like half-lead should be in enough, I think. Last few in, yep. These ones shouldn't have any problems, I hope. That's really too far. Oh. Alright. That's as far as we go. Unfortunately, all I can really do. Belts just aren't there for me here. We can make some on the other side though, and kind of figure out there. But right now, this is probably. I don't particularly know how many I'm going to need, so. These are pretty slow, but thanks for making them, right? We do need them for the carrier rockets, so I don't know what we're gonna do here. I gotta go pick up some more machines anyways. Quick moment. Fix up this foundation. Get that part of it fixed. Alright, then I gotta go pick up or assembly. Green science is like I'm coming in. I mean, we're actively researching. It takes some time, but we are actively researching. Goes there. You're not receiving your engines. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Mark II belts are gonna start to struggle a little bit, I think. To the top of the planet. Concrete continuing around. Just get some of this all the way around again. This is kind of the goal here, is to get this much done all the way around, I think. Oh, that's fun. Actually bleed over. Alright, cool. There we go. Our giant dome of concrete at the top here is continuing to flourish. Okay. So back over here, where we were making something. Oh, probably one. Back. Just because there was water there. Come back over to here. And learn from my mistakes and build horizontally rather than vertically. Get to these guys. I don't know how fast this is. 6 seconds. Okay, it's not terrible. But I mean, 6 machines is 1 a second, so. At least theoretically, right? 1 a second. Okay, I also need a tower here. Put it back here. Because we need to pull in the rest of the things for this. The Ethereum fuel rods. I will drones to it. And we need to pull in quantum chip. Certainly, absolutely be limiting the demand on that. Does it need the most of? Probably the fuel, right? Actually, the fuel should probably be the closest, but... Cool. And do we need to set up our which I think I want them to be like here. Go pick those up. We can set them up. Can't imagine how much power these things are gonna absolutely destroy me for. We'll just pick up one stack. That's honestly all I think we're going to need. Where are they? They're here. Actually, there. I mean, 10 of these? I can't see myself using all 10. They can kind of overlap a little bit with those 9. I feel like 3. These just need carrier rockets. Oh. That's interesting. Right? As it was just going to be carrier rockets. I mean, gotta figure out how I think I want it. I'm gonna do something like that. Like, I should just kind of curve it in and out. Cool. There we go. Finish this line and also set up outputs. Thus begins the Dyson sphere. It's finally happening. We're actually making one. No interplanetary travel. Okay. We're actively making a Dyson sphere, so that's pretty cool. Off it goes. Hey, what's your first rocket? Taking a step closer to completing the Dyson sphere. Rocket will carry number 1-02 from established trajectory. The first Dyson sphere will surely start to appear before your eye. Go back to me. You want to come in here. I believe we got that one restart. Like a little bit more space. We can now build more. Oh, actually. I'll have to repaint these, but oh, it's so cool. We're starting to see the Dyson sphere be formed. So we need to repaint top one. I guess I'm gonna select the back paintbrush. Okay. Then I need the pink. Oh. No, the yellow color, sorry. Which is 51, 100, 100. Okay, that'll be easy. And so we'll just mimic the colors we have for our solar sails. But this time we can actually make it a proper thing. Okay. And then the pink, which is 330, 89, 100. Oh, I guess we probably could have used the eyedropper, huh? That's fine. There we go. It'll look a little awkward, I think, because we have this yellow band existing where the initial blue band is for the solar sails, but that's okay. But I'm not really sure how this works. If I do like that, can I then fill in like?
You have finished the Dyson shell planning. Once nodes and frames are done construction, the Dyson shell will put solar sails to use automatically. Each solar sails provide one cell point, and you can click the shell to view the total number of cell points required.
I don't know what I'm doing for the in-between colors here. Actually, it kind of makes sense if we had intermediate, perhaps, or like rather than doing it in the center. Let's figure. I'm gonna have to kind of like change this up. The vertical. Okay. I need to figure this out. So these need to not be here, this blue line. I think I want to split it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, of course. Of course it's a perfectly even number that's not gonna blend easily. So 1, 2, 3. We'll do it like I'm gonna completely remove this inner line because I'm gonna shift it.
You demolish the structure of the Dyson sphere. It will scatter the solar sails, and this will temporarily increase the total power generation of the Dyson sphere. But these scattered solar sails will regain their life cycle.
having to redo this to accommodate. I'm just gonna have a slightly bigger set. Alright. Paintbrush. Ooh, it was 51, 100, 100. All of this gets to be. Well, nothing changed, so I'm going to assume that it was. No reason to believe I'm wrong. Now, some people may have already realized the colors, and others it might be a little bit more obvious now what it was that I was making. But it is a flag. Leave it at that. But just know it is a flag. A particular flag. But there we go. And then I'll probably just do the hexagon patterns, I think, for the cells. This probably shouldn't have been made as big as the things. Can I actually change the size of it? Once you lock in the size, you lock in. I probably should make it a little bit smaller. I don't want to change it now. I don't want to like rebuild it all. Alright, I gotta grab blue here. Probably should have done all the painting at the end. Nothing's. Okay. There's our giant flag staff. And I'm thinking hexagon. We'll fill in the whole thing. We might as well, right? Then I'll have to paint all these too. Slowly as time goes on. We'll start to see it. But I suppose I could just increase the radius on the solar sails without like really any hassle. And that's the nice thing about it. Oh, whoops. Have to highlight. Oh. Oh. That is barely noticeable. But you can see. Ta-da! There it is. So we'll see how that looks when it's all done. I could come into here and I could edit these and make them like ever something. I think I will increase their radius size. Oh. 1200. Or 12,000, sorry, not 1200. Make them just ever so slightly bigger. Just so that they aren't being merged with the actual here. That way, they'll be a little bit outside of the radius of the Dyson sphere. components. They won't kind of like merge with it. They'll instead kind of be floating around. I think the colors are the same. Don't really change anything. And they are. Perfect. That'll kind of fix itself. We're slowly building these components and things, I guess. Not really sure what's going on with that. Can we see the sun anywhere? Oh, there it is. I want to see if we can, like, notice the nodes. I'm going to start seeing the nodes coming into place. We probably want to increase production. But, actually, we really can't, right? Oh, no, actually, we could. You have more of these. Alright, actually, you know what? Thinking about it, I wanna change how this is done. I did it again, didn't I? I just can't ever seem to understand how to do that, huh? Well, that might not work, though. I'll have to flip this one's inputs. That's okay, though. Otherwise, it's not going to work. This needs to be faster. But I need to, the way I speed that up is actually the solar sails. I'm actually not making solar sails very fast. Is this really a Mark 1? I don't know, it's not. Yeah, so we need to actually make more solar sails, somewhat ironically. Because we need more prisms. I am not being great. I might actually just build a thing off planet for that, but this is starting to feel like a tomorrow problem, fixing this. I didn't realize just how like simple this was. But there's a few things that I can change right now. Get some of these belts and things, but prisms should probably change. The alternate recipe on this? Using prisms, it uses optics. Or the optic grading crystals. Which actually could be a useful thing. Now, these are gonna take all the solar sails for now. One, just to keep the solar sails up in the sky, but two, to update our size. If I hit the Dyson, you start seeing some of them coming in further out now. Yeah, all of them are starting. This is what our Dyson sphere is mostly going to look like. Obviously, the big ring's going to get bigger here. Or these rings are going to get bigger, but this inner band of the actual flag. We've got a couple of the nodes already in. That's good. Not many of them, though. Not too many have fired. I don't know what the life cycle on those is. These are not working. Yes. Yeah, these just kind of get the scraps, so. But we're making the carriers as quickly as we can. But somewhat ironically, we need to increase our solar sails. A thing that we had so much of and we're never going to run out of, we've actually made. So, we need to speed this up. And I got a couple in really quickly, but it's going to be really awkward because the way this is built. I'm going to probably want to just redo a lot of this, just because it'll be easy. Collide with other object? Yeah, no, we're gonna want to I'm gonna want this to be horizontal. Building here vertically is just not working. We need to build everything horizontally over here. But we'll worry about that tomorrow, I think. That's gonna be an entire project. We gotta upgrade this, which is probably going to mean going off planet. Bring in like a big tower like here. Just bring in glass. And just making a lot of the prisms. Probably upgrading this, maybe. Doing like a few more, and then really ramping this up and unloading solar sails onto this belt. I think if we can get one full belt coming through, consume as much as we need on these guys. Right, and then everything else can end up here. Hopefully we can back the line up. We're kind of backing it up right now. Kind of funny. Do you not have an output? Of course. Because why would I ever remember to use an output? Oh, yo, did we build the cell? Where is it? I gotta see. We built the Dyson sphere cell. At the moment. At this moment, as you look up at the Dyson, it feels like your efforts have paid off. And gradually become more and more complete, so enjoy your special moment. Oh, there's a planet in the way. Oh, just, right. I don't see the cell. Okay, let me go to the Dyson. I don't know which one. I don't see all of the are being built. Was this supposed to be like this one? I guess maybe it's working on it. That's cool though. Slowly but surely, it's going to look even better. Well, fortunately, I don't know how I ended up over here. That's going to be all the time we have today. We've made progress though, so that's good. I'm gonna dump. I'm also gonna really quickly clean my inventory out. All the Mark 1 stuff. I don't think I have any of these. I should have some Mark 1 belts to give. I don't think I have any Mark 1 inserts. Can do that to kind of get some of those in there. Cool. I mean, our belts are starting to be a struggle, our Mark IIs at least. We really need to sit down and work on electromagnetic turbines. Oh, actually, sort. Want a little bit more of a stockpile. But it's bad. We need to get these going. We need more of these. They're being used in a few different things, right? They're being used for the rockets, they're being used for the inserters, belts, and the particle containers. Not to mention they're also being used in these. They're using so much. We need a lot more. Running out. But, oh, that is a tomorrow problem, not a today problem. Can't do that. Would you look at that? Our wonderful planet is very quickly becoming nothing but calm. Our green science is also very slow, probably because of quantum chips, would be my guess. Thinking about it, I'm out of those, never mind. I was going to see if I could put this up further. It's fine. I don't think I really need any more of them for now. I don't really need more of them until we make plate science, so. But, we'll go ahead, we'll save it. And I will get out of here. If you don't know, VODs are a thing. Pause it. What's the thing? Exclamation point VODs? That'll pull up the link. There's also links on the channel page. 12 p.m. EST the next day. That's when they go out. Oh, no. Yeah. Check this out, I guess. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll focus on fixing up some of our issues. Maybe actually going to other planets. There are resources that we could use from other planets for sure. Unfortunately, the one that we need the most, the unipolar magnets, is just really far away, and I don't think it's worth going to. But there's some closer things that we could pull from, for sure. So maybe we'll go to some other galaxies tomorrow, just to quit, really. But we need to fix our engine, which maybe that's what we'll do on one of the other planets. Maybe we'll like make a bunch of engines, and we can like pull them into our planet. But other than that, I think that's all I got. So until then.